Okay, good morning. Today we're going to continue with Algebra Unit 5. We did expanding double brackets last time. Now we're going to expand three brackets. This is new to the IGCSE. It used to be an A-level only topic, but now it is considered to be a tricky IGCSE topic that comes right at the end of the paper. However, in my opinion, it's not too bad. So the main aim of today is using our knowledge of single and double brackets to expand three brackets. So a three bracket expansion will look something like this: x plus 1, brackets x subtract 3, brackets x plus 2. And yeah, there's no new method at all. You just have to be able to expand single and double brackets, and we just break this up separately. So in effect, I just expand the double bracket first. So we've got x plus 1 times x minus 3. So I'll do that first, and I know that that would be same as yesterday's work. Every number in the first bracket times by the second bracket. So x times x minus 3 plus 1 times x minus 3. And then expand and simplify that. So x times x, shortest way to write that is x squared. X times negative 3, shortest way to write that is negative 3x. Second half, 1 times x, shortest way to write that is x. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. And then we get what I was calling a quadratic, something to the power of 2, and that can be simplified, x squared. Now, minus 3 plus 1 would be minus 2x minus 3. Okay, so that there, x squared subtract 2x subtract 3, is the same as that double bracket expansion there. But then I've got a third bracket. So all I've got to do is replace these double brackets with what I've just worked it out to be. X squared subtract 2x subtract 3, and times it by that third bracket. So this is just extra step to what we were doing yesterday. Comes with more marks, comes towards the end of a paper, but it's just relatively straightforward algebra. So brackets x plus 2. Okay, how do we do this? So we've got two brackets, got a times sign in between them, and it's the same logic as before. Everything in the first bracket times by the entire second bracket. So x squared times by this bracket, negative 2x times by this entire bracket, and a negative 3 times by this entire bracket. And now we've got three single bracket expansions. I'll do them one at a time. X squared times x. What's the shortest way to write x squared times x? Well, that would be x cubed. X squared times 2. Shortest way to write that would be 2x squared. Okay, negative 2x times x. Remember, it's negative 2x, so negative 2x times x would be negative 2x squared. Negative 2x times 2. Well, you could try on a calculator. Reminder, you can use your calculator for this. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4, so that's negative 4x. And then the last one, negative 3 times x. And negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. And that is the expand part done. And now we need to simplify, collect like terms. And there's lots of them. There's only one x cubed, so that one stays as it is. But you have 2x squared, subtract 2x squared, which is a 0x squared. So you don't have to write that term in at all. Then you've got negative 4x, subtract 3x, and negative 4 subtract 3 gets you down to negative 7. So negative 7x, and then you've got just a negative 6 on the end. And that would be your final answer. So you're just doing the same thing twice effectively. Expand 2 of the brackets, simplify, like yesterday, and then expand another 2 brackets, simplify, a little bit more complicated than yesterday. Okay, EG number 2. Expand and simplify. Or if I gave you, let's say, x plus 2 cubed. X plus 2 cubed. Now, it doesn't look like a 3 bracket expansion at the start, but how would you cube a number? Okay, you would times that number by itself 3 times. In other words, x plus 2 times x plus 2 times x plus 2. And now that looks like what we've just been doing above. 3 brackets, and again, focus on 2 of them. Expand the brackets using the double bracket stuff from yesterday. X times x plus 2 plus 2 times x plus 2. Everything in the first bracket times by the entire second bracket. X times x, x squared. X times 2, 2x. Then this side, 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 2 is 4. Remember to simplify. The shortest way to write this is x squared plus 4x plus 4. Right, that's only that bit done though. Now, replace that double bracket there with what we just worked it out to be. And we've got it times by a third bracket, x plus 2. So, let's try this. Everything in the first bracket times by this second bracket. So it becomes x squared times x plus 2. 4x times x plus 2. And finally 4 times x plus 2. Almost there. So now you've got 3 single bracket expansions. Let's expand them all one at a time. X squared times x. Shortest way to write that. X cubed. X squared times 2. 2x squareds. Next one. 4x times x. Shortest way to write that. 4x squared. 4x times 2. Shortest way to write that is 8x. Last one, 4 times x. Shortest way to write that is 4x. and 4 times 2, shortest way to write that is 8. And that is the expand part done. Now, if you have to simplify, which they ask you to do, go one at a time. How many x cubes have you got? Just the one of them. X cubed. Now you've got a 2x squared and a 4x squared. So that would be 6x squared. Then you've got an 8x and a plus 4x, which gives you 12x. And you just got the plus 8 on its own. Now, can you remember what I called something with an x squared? So these things, something with an x squared, they're called quadratics. Now something with an x cubed, like these two answers, they're called cubics. Okay, so these answers are called cubics, which just means it contains an x cubed. Right. Okay, an exam tip for this is don't skip any steps, and again, use your calculator when simplifying. Now, the stuff I want you to try today okay, we'll go for page 315, exercise 2, and we'll go for all of the questions. Okay, all of the questions. So page 315, exercise 2, all questions. Remember to check your answers with the ones at the back of the book. If you can't see what you're doing wrong, send a message on Teams and I'll reply back to you as soon as I can.